welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the block stitch and also how to carry the yarn over to the next row without having to cut it and slip stitch it to the beginning of each row. This way you won't have to weave in any ends. So let me show you. In this sample I used two colors and I used gray and carried over to the next row, as you can see here. So this is how it looks like. In this sample, because I used multiple colors, I had to cut the row, the yarn at the end of each row, and so you have lots of ends to weave in. But this is the only way you can do the block stitch with more than two colors. In this tutorial, I will show you how to crochet the two color version and how to carry the yarn over to the next row. I also wrote an illustrated tutorial on my blog Crafting Happiness, and I'll put a link in the description for you to see. I also put a basic diagram at the end of this video for you to see how this stitch is created. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media for more free tutorials like this one. All the links will be in the description. Alright, so let's get started. For this tutorial I used super chunky yarn in gray and white and a 10mm crochet hook. Feel free to use any kind of yarn you like. It doesn't really matter as long as you have the size hook that fits the yarn. Your starting chain should be multiples of 3 plus 2. So in my case I made 20. You can make yours as big or small as you like, as long as it's a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches. Your first row it's a row of double crochet stitches. So double crochet in a 5th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one, double crochet in it and across. Okay. And even though you started with 20 chains, at the end of this row you should have 17 stitches. Okay, almost done. Few more stitches left. Alright, and this is your first row. Don't turn. You will be joining the gray yarn at the beginning of the row and bringing it over where the white is. So basically this pattern is a repeat of 2 rows and both yarns are crocheted from the same point over to one side. Then you turn and then you crochet with both yarns to the next side. So you will be turning every other row. So drop your yarn, make a big loop, drop your white yarn and join with gray at the beginning of the round. So in a 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, insert your hook, create a chain, go, first chain, pull it through, and now we are going to crochet in a first space between the first and second double crochet. So single crochet in it. Let me do it again. Okay, single crochet, chain 2, skip 3 stitches and single crochet in the space between the posts. Repeat, chain 2, skip 3, single crochet in a space between the 2 posts. 2 chains, skip 3, single crochet, and do so until the end of the row. This is your last space. Single crochet in it. Okay, so now you have both colors in the same side of your work. So let me show you how I carry the yarn over. Turn around, make sure both ends are in the back of your work. You can see it. Both yarns are at the back of your work. Insert your hook through both loops and tighten them a bit. Okay, so you'll have this. Now at the back you have the 2 yarns, the white and gray. Make sure the gray crosses over the white yarn and it's tucked between the loop and the yarn, as you can see here. Just make sure it's there and yarn over and pull through. Now chain 2, and this is your first double crochet in the row. Now at the back, let me show you. At the back you still have the gray loop. Use the tail and pull it shut, and there you go. And now you have your first double crochet. So the third row with white yarn, make 3 double crochet in each chain space. It's pretty simple. The pattern is pretty simple when you know how to carry the yarn over. So 3 double crochet, okay, like this. Now 3 double crochet in this chain space. Okay. There you go. This is how it looks like. You can see now the blocks forming. Another cluster of 3 double crochet. Just keep your tension relaxed. Otherwise your work will be too tight and it will curl. Okay. And your last chain, you double crochet in your last chain, which is 1, 2, 3, this one here. Let's make a double crochet in your last chain. You go like that. And this is a 3rd row. Now don't turn, drop your white yarn, go back to the beginning of the row and we will be carrying over the gray yarn. So insert your hook in a third chain, which is the top of the first double crochet. Insert your hook. Okay. Pick up the yarn, yarn over and pull, and then single crochet in the space between the first and second double crochet. So just a simple single crochet. And that's it. This is how your yarn carries over. Now chain 2 and skip 3 stitches and single crochet in the space between the clusters. So just a simple single crochet like that. You can see the block stitch forming now. Chain 2, skip 3, single crochet in a space between the clusters. Okay. And repeat until the end of the row. Chain 2, skip 3, single crochet between clusters. Oh, did that by mistake. Okay, and last one, chain 2 and skip the cluster, the 3 stitches, and single crochet in the last space. And now again both yarns are at the end of the row, the same end. Let me show you again how to carry the gray yarn over. So make sure both yarns are at the back of your work. Insert your hook through both loops, just tighten them a bit. There you go. Just tighten it a bit. Okay. So insert your hook through both loops, and in the back you have the 2 loops. Make sure the gray one is pulled over the white one. Make sure it's on the other side. Yeah. And then the white one comes right over it. And that locks it in position. Alright? So with the yarn, like that, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Now chain 2, and this is your first double crochet stitch in a row. Right, so at the back, as you can see here, the gray loop is still open, so you can just pull to close it. That's it. And now you have your first double crochet, and the yarn can carry over to the next row. So as you can see, the block stitch are forming. The pattern is double-sided, so you will look great from both sides. And all you have to do is repeat the 2 rows. The white double crochet row and then the gray single crochet row. And just make sure you carry the yarn again. Let me show you again how you do it. Okay. So you single crochet in the last chain with your gray yarn. I think, in my opinion, that's the most important thing. The pattern is pretty easy, but carrying the yarn over, it's a bit fiddly. Okay, so you have, as I said, you have your yarn at the same side of the row. When you turn, make sure both ends, both strings are in the back of your work. Insert your hook through both loops, and in the back your yarn, both yarns are in the back, and then you carry the gray over and the white comes over it, like so. You can see now? So your gray yarn is on the side in between the loop here and the string here, and just yarn over and pull through both. Then chain 2 to make the first double crochet in a row. As you can see, the loop in the back, just close it by pulling the string. And now, once you crochet your white round, the gray can just go over it and be carried to the next round. Well, I hope you found my tutorial easy to follow. Don't forget to follow me on social media and subscribe to my channel for more free tutorials like this one. Happy crocheting!